I'm Michael Brewbaker. I'm the branch manager here at Brooklyn Park at Summit Mortgage. Was with Summit for 6 years up until just over a year ago last year. Took a little detour. Now I'm back here at Summit. Well, the decision to look at coming back to Summit was something that came up pretty early after we left. So the decision to leave Summit probably wasn't the best decision for us, but there's just things that you need to try, things you need to do, opportunities you need to follow. The grass isn't always greener. Started to look at coming back to Summit, and it was something that felt right. We looked pretty much everywhere just to make sure we'd had all options. Kind of a public decision that we were going to leave, so we might as well do the vetting right. Summit was always the first choice, but we decided to do our due diligence. Thankfully we did, because we saw a lot of things we didn't want to see it with other companies, and Summit was just the right place for us, always was. The times we're in right now are difficult in our industry. There's a lot of instability in companies right now, and the things that we knew we wanted were, we wanted to be with a local company. We knew that. We had that with Summit, one of the best local companies around. We wanted to have a good relationship with everybody in operations. We wanted to have a good relationship with management. We want to have, great operations, great managers. We want to have a close-knit group. We want to have everybody accessible. I want to be connected to my operation and my corporate partner. Seeing what I saw in our detour away from Summit, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of disconnection. Summit is just very efficient, very dialed in, and I really didn't know that until I saw other companies. Second to none in closing a loan on time, getting things understood about a file when it's starting, being able to establish what is needed right away, making sure that all departments are working together hand in glove, people are working together for the same solutions, everybody is pulling on the right end of the rope. And that's just a rare feeling at companies, just to have that connectivity. You're giving superior service, superior everything to your clients and your partners. Your partners are not worried. Your partners can feel assured that everything's going. They don't have to micromanage you. They don't have to check on things. They are being informed on all steps of the way, whether it's coming from me, it's coming from my staff, or it's coming from somebody at corporate, coming from the closer. I mean, it's a very well-oiled machine. When an agent, comes to me with a scenario and has, I need this, this, and this, and I need in this much of time, and I can confidently just say yes right away. I don't have to check. I don't have to, ask for favors. I don't have to, coax people to make this happen. Everybody wants to do it. It's such a refreshing feeling. When we finally made the decision to come back to the Summit, we wanted to move fast, execute fast. The re-onboarding, I should say, or the onboarding of coming back to Summit was flawless. It was fast. Everybody, all hands were on deck. We were up and running, licensed, approved in less than 24 hours. We were literally writing pre-approvals on day 2, and we didn't skip a beat. All the little nuances of onboarding, from marketing collateral, business cards, making sure we had all our systems, our logins, our credentials, licensing, everything was just in order there for us. We didn't have to wonder what was going on. We didn't have to go back and check on anything. It was the fastest, most refreshing onboarding I've ever had at a company. My favorite parts about Summit, first, the people, the culture, what it is there. It feels like a family. 2, the proficiency. And you go through the departments from start to finish, from quality assurance to getting your documents out, to underwriting. They're helping you in there with the trenches with you, finding the solutions to the problems, helping you if you need help, if you need a scenario, if you need anything, they're there to help you. It's not common. You go all the way down to closing. I mean, we have the best closers in the world, and you can ask any title company in Minnesota about our Summit closers. They're the best. Never miss a deadline, never miss any timetable, and it's the best feeling. You don't want to worry about your loans closing on time because your closers aren't following the calendar.